die in this episode. This sucks.
Pretty lascivious stuff, which would be fine if it was private, but they seem to describe acts that took place on school property. Acts which, morality aside, I think the school board would frown on. Not to mention your wife. And the irony of all this is that they hold you in such esteem that I'll get the job. So, do we have an understanding?
Is my job, my power, that important to you?
Yes.
So, what'll it be, Dr. Linus?
I had a chance to save her. But I chose the island over her. All in the name of Jacob. I sacrificed everything for him. And he didn't even care. But the thing that really mattered was already gone. I'm sorry that I killed Jacob. I am, and I do not expect you to forgive me, because I can never forgive myself. To Locke.
Why?
Because he's the only one that'll have me.
Jesus.
I'll have you.
What?
Just dropping off the detention sign-up sheet for the week, per your request.
Just put it on my desk.
So will I see you at History Club?
You mean when it's back on?
Oh no, we've got our old slot back. Principal Reynolds found someone to cover for detention. Isn't that right?
Yes, that's right.
Well then, see you at 4.
Bye.
Do you need a hand?
Please help me with the tarp.
I'm so nervous. I don't want to die.
Should we stop?
Oh shit.
No.
What the fuck is this?
Proceed as planned. Yes, sir, Mr. Whitmore.
I thought it was the man in black. Because he told me he's going to the other island. I thought he was take a sub. I don't know what this nigga can do. Maybe he can fly. I don't know what he can do, but I just assumed, oh, sub. He's pissed at Ben. Whitmore. I was wondering. I thought they dropped that whole storyline. Apparently, we're not done with that just yet. A fantastic episode of Lost. Not as event heavy as last episode. More of a character piece on the Great Ben Linus. I don't think I've ever shared these many emotions for a character all at once. Typically, if there's a character, it's just pure, like, in love with their badassery. That'd be like Flint, Captain Flint, Black Sails, or Ragnar of Vikings, or Frank Underwood of House of Cards. I don't care how many boys he touches. Listen. Or a general hatred. But with Ben, it's been a whole wide range of emotions. His pure badassery and genius. his hatred for what he did to Locke. And this episode, oh, poor Ben. He's been through it. He's been through the ringer. And I'm glad Alana, I got her name right, like felt that. I gave everything to this fucking island. My daughter included. Kind of a cool mirror image of both Ben and Richard expressing their just ness with what's going on recently. It just... Okay, so how far does the Man in Black's powers go? You see where he just removed that thing from around Ben's ankle? And if he has these powers, doesn't Jacob have these powers? Why didn't Jacob stop that knife from going into him? Because he's like, everybody has their own choice? Who am I to... Whatever. Yeah, but like I wasn't expecting all that. He's like, yeah, take that off. You can turn into a smoke monster, you can change faces. Like, what the fuck? It's like a super villain. Where's Batman? Well, see, I'm not sure if it's a plot hole or maybe I'm missing something. Or maybe it's just a plot hole. Not even a plot hole. What do you call that? Like convenient. Whatever. Anyway, when good Ben, alternate timeline Ben, confronts the principal with like this information. Principal's like, oh yeah, here's this information. Shouldn't Ben just be like, oh, thank you. Now I have fucking 2 things I want you to do. The situation has not changed at all. Unless you think that because you're the principal, right? It does give you an added level of like clout. But then I would just say, okay, you don't retire immediately. You wait a month. Write the letter now. You wait a month, then you retire. You're still married. You're still doing things on school property. Nothing has changed except now I want you to do something else. All that said, I'm glad Ben made the right choice. So you could make an argument that as principal, you could help more kids than just Alex. I think Island Ben would have made that call. But I'm glad this Ben didn't. It made me feel happy. So that's all I care about. The list!
I got a list. Here's the order of my list. It's
Ben is number 1. He continues to be number 1, even though he killed the great John Locke. I don't know entirely how this is possible. On my all-time list, Locke is still number 1, and it's not that close. Number 2, back to the regular list, would be I'm not going to go the great just yet. We'll go with the good, the solid, the improving Jack Locke. Now, to see him like in all his confident glory of faith and belief, it was something to watch. Wow. And it made me happy. Richard, the dude who's lived for forever, is the one having a crisis of conscience. And Jack, the man of science, who fucking understands if you light dynamite, it's going to blow up. Completely calm, knowing we're not going to die here. Wow. That was something else. So Jack moves up to 2, everybody else moves down 1. Post your comments down below. Like, share, subscribe. Hey everybody, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe down below here somewhere to get any updates from the channel. Also, as you can see, I have the Patreon list that I said I would set up and is now updated. I'll try to do this every once in a while. Thanks for watching. Catch you later.